Hi, this is Ayaz Memon with the World Cup update. The tournament got off to a roaring start in the sense that New Zealand versus England, that was the first match played at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad, and most people thought that defending champions England would have it rather easy against New Zealand because New Zealand have been injury hit. They played without Williamson and Tim Southee, two of their stalwarts, and yet what transpired in the match was completely unexpected. New Zealand thumped England. They walloped England by 9 wickets. It was if you had to look at it as a kind of a boxing contest, it was a knockout by New Zealand. Centuries by Rachin Ravindra, who's emerging to me as one of the potential big stars from this tournament. The way he batted, such clean hitting, sweet timing, lovely player to watch. And then Devon Conway, who we've seen a lot in India, playing in the IPL for Chennai Super Kings, and masterly 100 from him. Two of them making hundreds, England's 282 proving wholly inadequate. Of course, they were without Ben Stokes, but even so, I thought England didn't bat well at all. It was a flat track at Ahmedabad, and they finished at 282. The way New Zealand batted, they would have chased even 375. So, in a sense, that also tells you what the trend of scores might be. 300, 325 may be inadequate. I thought England also didn't quite measure up in the bowling, especially Moeen Ali and Adil Rashid, their two spinners. The New Zealand spinners did really well. Mitch Santner, even Rachin Ravindra, even Glenn Phillips, who was otherwise a part-timer, came up and picked up some crucial wickets and left England short of runs. I mean, apart from Joe Root, nobody else got a half century. They all got starts, but nobody went on to play a big enough knock to give that total, swell that total. If you post 320, 325, 330, then it puts pressure on the team batting second or chasing. That didn't happen. So, thumping win for New Zealand sets the tenor and the tempo for the tournament. The only kind of discordant note, so to speak, I would say, was in the very poor spectator turnout. First match of the tournament between two big teams who are staking a claim to be in the semi-finals, England and New Zealand. Big stars in their ranks, and well, only barely a few thousand to watch the start of the tournament. Very disappointing. I mean, it built up the crowd as the day progressed, but nowhere near the kind of spectatorship that would have been expected. Now, building up for the next match, which I'm going to talk about, is the third match of the tournament, Afghanistan versus Bangladesh, in the rarefied environs of Dharamsala. It promises to be a very good match. I mean, I've talked about England and New Zealand in a sense pulled off an unexpected win, but this match could also bring up a surprise. Now, Bangladesh have been in international cricket for over 2 decades. In that sense, Afghanistan are newbies, rookies, and yet, if you look at how Afghanistan has progressed by leaps and bounds, galloping in terms of, not necessarily in terms of wins, but in terms of desire, in terms of acquisition of skills, getting tough mentally, pulling off some big wins along the way. Bangladesh, they've also pulled off some big wins, but over 25 years, they haven't made the kind of progress that one expected. So that's going to be a bit of a question mark. Questions will be raised about Bangladesh's. Are they stoked up enough to go out and compete seriously for the title this time? Also, they come on the back of a controversy. Bangladesh. Tamim Iqbal is not in the squad. The former captain alleged that people were conspiring against him and kept him out. But he's been injury prone. He's been in and out of the team. He's picked and chosen his matches, which may not have gone down well with the selectors. But he was actually taking a jibe, I thought, at Saqib Al Hasan, who's the captain now. Saqib turned around and said that Tamim's statements were childish and immature. So it shows that there's not much love lost between the two, and it reflects also in the dressing room environment, I would imagine. But be that as it may, this could be a very interesting match if Afghanistan play to potential and if Bangladesh are competitive. Watch out for Rashid Khan. He's a fantastic white ball cricketer, as we know, amongst the best in the world. He could be the difference between the two teams. But Bangladesh also have some great players. They've got Mehdi Hassan, they've got Shakib himself, Liton Das, Mushfiqur Rahim, a man who always delivers for them when the team is under pressure. All in all, I think this should be an interesting match to watch, and we'll just have to wait and see what scores are made here. It'll show us whether there's a definite trend of high scoring matches or not in this tournament.